Hello, what's up guys? My name is Abdullah Sajad and today in this video I am going to be discussing about how a website works, how a website is made and how the architecture of a website works. Okay, so to know more about how a website is made and how the architecture of the website works, so watch this video till the end. So before knowing how the architectures of the website work, we should have a basic knowledge of how a website is made. So I will go to my browser and explain you how website is made. So I have come to my browser and let me explain you how a website is made. Okay, so a website consists of two phases, the front end phase and the back end. So first of all, see the front end of the website. So what is the front end of the website? The layout of the website that you see is the front end of the website. Okay, so I hope you have understanding the front end of the website. Okay, so how a front end of the website is made? Majorly most of the websites are the front end of the website are majorly made on three languages. Okay, the first is the HTML structure of the website, CSS for the designing of the website, and JavaScript for to add the functionality to the website, and you can say it is the brain of the website. Okay, so let me explain you again. So the layout which you see of the website is the front end of the website. The layout which interacts with you is the front end of the website. Okay, the which you see is the front end of the website. Okay, so the most important part of the front end and the most interesting part of the front end is you can see the front end code of any website. Okay, you can see the front end code of any website. So let us see how you can see the front end code of the website. Okay, so let us move to the another window. So I have come to the google.com and let us see its front end code. So in the URL write view hyphen sourc source and the colon and enter. Oh sorry, I have written wrong. You have to write something like this. Okay, you have to write not at the https. Okay, just remove the https and www. Okay, just copy the view source and the domain name. Okay, and then paste to the search bar and enter, and you can see this is the full code of the that website. Okay, and as you can see this is the very big code of the website google.com. Okay, and as it is a very big company. Okay, so this is the most interesting part of the front end, that you can see the front end code. Okay, so it is the front end code for the google.com, and they have added a very big functionality for their website as they are a very big company. So if you are a beginner, you may be thinking that what this all code means. Okay, so this is not HTML, this is not CSS, it's all JavaScript. Okay, for now, but it's the JavaScript is written in the HTML template. Okay, and the CSS is also added, I think at the end. Yes, it is added at the end, margin right, and it's all in the CSS. The styling part is in the CSS. The brain functionality part of the website is JavaScript, and the structure of the website is HTML. Okay, so let us write and make a website so you can understand the front end of the website. Okay, so let me give you a short example of the website. Okay, so let's start. So let us make a simple website for now using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So open your favorite code editor or your IDE. But for my favorite is Visual Studio Code, which is a very good code editor from Microsoft. I am opening it. So for now I am in the code editor now. Okay, so let us make the simple website. Okay, so for now I am making the three files. First is the index.html in which we will code the structure of the website. Secondly, we will make a file such as style.css for the styling part of the website. Then the third ones we have index.js. JS means JavaScript. Okay, so we will add the functionality of the website using JavaScript. So enter. So I've made this three files, okay, to make the simple website. So if you are a beginner, I will tell you how to make the front end of the website in just 5 minutes. Okay, you can also follow this guide. So first of all, I will write the boilerplate of the HTML. Okay, so emit abbreviation, enter, then the document one, just see my code and write it to your ID. Okay, so title I'm giving a dummy website. Okay, I have given my website title dummy website. So let us make the age checking website for the driving. Okay, so let us make it. So in the HTML I am simply doing h1, then going to write welcome, you are over 18, and then I will add a paragraph. uh, okay, you can drive. Okay, so I have designed the structure of the website. Let us save this file and run this file in our browser without the styling and without the brain of our website, like or means that JavaScript. Okay, so run this website using right click. If you have installed the extension in the Visual Code named as live server. Okay, so I'm going to my file, right clicking on it, open with live server. Okay, so as you can see, we have designed the structure of a website. Welcome, you are over 18, you can drive. But you may be thinking that how it can decide our age is over 18. Okay, so we will do that thing using JavaScript. Okay, so first of all, give it some style using CSS. So I've come to my CSS file, and let us code the CSS once. So let us give it some style. So target the particular element using the h1. You can also give it as class or id, but I am targeting the all of the h1 present in our website. So h1 curly braces, then write I have to first of all um, aligning my text to the center, so I will write text align equals to center, and then background color equals to red. I think royal blue. Okay, royal blue, it's maybe good. Okay, so let us save the file. We cannot change our website style without linking our CSS file to our HTML file. So let us link our CSS file to our HTML file using link CSS and styles. Okay, we have made a styles.css. Okay, so let us open it again with a live server. So as you can see, we have the background color as blue and the text is in the center. Okay, so it is the very basic ones. Okay, I will make a course on how to make a beautiful website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so but in this website I am in this video I'm just telling you how a website front end is made, basic front end. Okay, if you are a beginner, you may make the basic front end of the website. Okay, so this is the basic front end of the website. We have designed the structure of the website using HTML. So let us design this paragraph also, you can drive. Okay, so I have come to my CSS file, and let us target all the paragraph tag. Okay, so then text align equals to center, then background color will with the red will go to the contrast. Okay, so I have written the basic code for the p and the h1 tag also. So let us save this file and check the changes to our website. So as you can see, our website is looking not good, it's looking ugly, because but it is a very big achievement for a beginner. Okay, when I learned the HTML and CSS in 2016, it was a very big achievement for me when I was in the class 5th or 6th. uh, I will remember. Okay, so we have designed the structure of the website using HTML, as you can see it, and the design of the website using CSS. Let us make the brain of the website that will check if your age is over than 18 or not. So we will do that work using JavaScript. So let us come to our editor again and goes to the index.javascript file and code that. Okay, so first of all I will make a variable. Okay, so if you are a beginner, don't be worry. Okay, don't be worry, I am launching a course on JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and after watching that course you are able to make beautiful websites. Okay, so first of all code the JavaScript. So I'm writing the code, and you have to just copy if you are a beginner, or if you also know JavaScript, CSS and index or HTML, you can skip this part. Okay, to see the backend ones. Okay, so let us see the JavaScript ones. Okay, so I'm making a variable called as where age. You can also use let, but it's for the block scope, where age equals to prompt for the import ones. Okay, prompt what's your age, bro. Okay, so it is showing me an error. Okay, so it is showing me an error because I have used the single quotes 3 times. Okay, so I don't have to use the single quotes 3 times. Okay, to prevent the error I have to use the double quotes here. Okay, and then I can use here single quotes. Okay, and let us write here double quotes, then a semicolon, and then I will write the conditional statement. Okay, so if age is greater than 18, okay, oh sorry, age is greater than 18, um, alert, oh no, don't be alert. Okay, so just alert, yes, alert, you are able to drive. Okay, you are able to drive, else 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 write alert, you are not able to drive. Okay, so I've written the simple code and let us run it in the browser. But before running it in the browser, we should have to link that JavaScript file to the uh, to the HTML file. So let us link it. So for linking the JavaScript file, we have to use a script tag, script, then yeah, script, something, no, script, then this src equals to index.js. Okay, so let us open with live server. So as you can see, what's your age, bro? Okay, it is asking me what's your age, bro, and if I write 19, you are able to drive. Okay, it's working fine, and it's saying welcome, you are over 18, you can drive. Okay, and if I refresh it again and write 16, which is lesser than 18, so watch what will happen. So it is saying you are not able to drive, but it is still showing welcome, you are over 18. Okay, so how to resolve this problem, that if you are less than 16, this structure of HTML will not show. So let us see the code. So for that functionality, we have to write the JavaScript code from scratch. Okay, so let us write the JavaScript code from scratch. So I'm writing the code. You can also write this code from watching this video. Okay, so I'm making a variable called as var equals to var age confirm equals to confirm. Okay, so if you are over 18, you can drive, but if not, you can not able to drive. Okay, so I've written the simple text, and let us write some conditional statement. If age confirm equals to true, if returns true, okay, if returns true, do nothing, and if returns false, uh, if returns false if returns false, uh, means that age confirm equals to false. Okay, so then um, just do one thing. Okay, so if the age confirm equals to false, we don't have to write the else if part, we just have to write the else part. Okay, so for writing the else if part, you are adding the very big functionality. Okay, so I'm just adding the else part, and I'm writing nothing. Okay, so I've written the code and let us check. Okay, so in the HTML I've come to HTML, save it. Okay, and let us go to our, so I've come to my browser, and if it is asking me if you are over 18 you can drive, but if not you cannot able to drive. If I click on OK, it is showing me welcome, you are over 18 you can drive. Okay, but if I click on cancel, it is showing me. Okay, so how to prevent that? Okay, so let us see that. For that, for the basics, I am not adding the HTML, because if I write some DOM it will be some complex for you. Okay, so I'm just removing the HTML ones. Okay, HTML ones and also the style parts. Okay, the CSS ones, because I just want to make it basic ones. Okay, so you don't annoy from this code. Okay, so index.js, I will write if age confirm equals to true. If returns true, document dot write ln for the, because it add a space after printing. Okay, write ln you are able to drive. Okay, for now it will be printing without the style. Okay, we will see in our course of JavaScript, HTML, CSS in our how to work with DOM. Okay, but I'm not willing to do the DOM work because it is complex for the beginners. Okay, so in the else I will write nothing. Okay, so I will write nothing and it will so let us write something. Okay, document dot write ln, and let us write here you are not able to drive. Okay, so I've written the if else conditional statements. Okay, so let us check our code. Okay, so I've come to my browser, and if it is saying if you are over 18 you can drive, but if not you cannot able to drive. So I am assuming that I am over 18 and I am clicking on OK, and it's writing nothing. What is this? Okay, okay, so it was not refreshed. Okay, on backside. Okay, you are able to drive. Okay, it is printing you are able to drive, but if I refresh it again and say if you are over 18 you can drive, but if you are not you cannot able to drive. If I hit cancel, it will write you are not able to drive. So our JavaScript functionality is working fine, but you are thinking that we can't change the HTML. Okay, we can do this work, so we can't change the HTML. Yes, you can change that HTML. Okay, but for that you have to work in the DOM, document object model, with JavaScript. It is very easier for me. Okay, because I have an experience in JavaScript, but for the I hope you the beginners are watching this video, and but for the beginners I'm not making this video complex. Okay, so I am assuming that this video is watched by the beginners. Okay, so I hope you are understanding the front end of the website, the basic front end of the website, how the website front end works, HTML structure works, CSS design works, and the JavaScript works. Okay, so I hope you have understanding the front end. So let us understand the back end of the website. Okay, so we have understood the front end in depth. Okay, but for the back end we are not going in the depth because the video is becoming of more duration. So we will understand the back end of the website in depth in another video, but for now I am giving you some simple idea of the back end of the website. Okay, so let us give me an example. So if you given goes to facebook.com, okay, and sign up there, okay, and makes an account. Okay, so that email and the password you have entered, they will have to provide you some security. Okay, so they will not store that in the front end part. Okay, as you know, the front end is showing. Okay, but the backend is not showable. Okay, the backend is hidden. Okay, so we can write backend of the website using Java, C++, C Sharp, using ASP.NET, .NET Framework, Ruby on Rails, PHP, Node.js, my favorite, Express.js, the framework of Node.js. By the way, Node.js is not a framework, of the JavaScript, it is the runtime of the JavaScript. Okay, you can write the backend of the website using Python, Django, Flask. Okay, but I'm not going in the detail. Okay, so I am telling you, you have filled the form, and your form data will not store in the front end part. Okay, it will store in some database. Okay, so to interact with the database, we have to do the backend coding. Okay, so we can work in the backend using PHP and other languages. Okay, so there are many databases supported by many backend technologies, like NoSQL databases and SQL databases. NoSQL databases like MongoDB, Redis, etc., and the SQL databases like MySQL, uh, PostgreSQL, etc. Okay, so the backend of the website is complex than the front end of the website. Okay, so I am a full stack developer. I know how to write the backend of the website in Django, okay, in Node.js and Express.js. Okay, but you don't have to know the front end and the back end both. Okay, I know both, but you don't have to know the both. But if you know both, that will be a plus point for you. Okay, for your knowledge also. Okay, so the backend is more complex than the front end. Okay, so backend help us to interact with the interact with the database. Okay, in the Facebook homepage, you are showing some it is showing some posts. Okay, so how these posts are showing? Those posts are not storing in the front end. Okay, they are storing in the database, and from the database they are fetching their database data and showing to their website. Okay, and I will release a course on JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Node.js and Express.js, and in that course I will teach you how to make a fully fledged website from scratch to advanced. Okay, so I hope you are understanded the backend of the website. So let me give you an in-depth knowledge, or you can say basic knowledge of the backend. Okay, so I have come to the website called as youtube.com, and you are also watching this video on the YouTube. Okay, so the this is the front end of the website. The layout of the website is called the front end of the website. Okay, so it is the front end of the website. So if you are a content creator of the website, you go to website youtube.com, login from the google.com and upload your video. Okay, and that what happens to that video? Okay, that video will not store in the JSON format. That video will not store in the front end. Okay, that video will store in the database. Okay, the backend stores interact with the database, and the database stores our video, okay, in the table or column. Okay, as it will be a NoSQL or a SQL, I don't know. Okay, where, okay, so the website videos are stored in the database, and when we click on the um, uh, on any video, it will fetch that particular video from that database. Okay, so I hope you are understanded my talk. Okay, so with the database, okay, we have for most of the cases we are working on the backend, we have to interact with the backend databases like MySQL or the MongoDB, etc. Okay, so if I go and click sign in, it will redirects me to another page. Okay, and says email or phone. So how it decides? Okay, so if I enter my email, okay, blah 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 blah, okay, if I enter my email and enter, it will first goes to its database and search for that particular email, that it exists or not. If it exists, it will redirect me to the password page. If it doesn't exist, it will throw me an error. Okay, so I hope you are understanding my talk. Okay, if then I will write my password, and if the password matches to that particular email address, it will log into my page and shows my all detail. Okay, so I hope you are understanding the backend of the website. So let us understand how the website architecture work. So let us see how the architecture of the website works. Okay, so I have drawn a bad handwriting document, paint document for you, but I hope you can understand as I understand you with the cursors. Okay, cursor. So look at my cursor. Okay, so I am assuming that you are a client. You are going to your search engine and typing google.com and press enter. When you press enter, okay, the request goes to that server where google.com is located. So the request is going to that server. Okay, the request is going to that server. In that server, the code is written that in any language, but I'm assuming that it is written in Node.js. Okay, so in the Node.js, the logic is written if the request from the google.com is comes, okay, then the backend server send you a response of the HTML, CSS and JavaScript mixture, and it will make a layout, and you saw a website. Okay, so your server will be in any location in the world. Okay, and your server will be of any company, GoDaddy, sorry, virtual private server, okay, or virtual private server. Okay, so I hope you have understood the architecture of the website. Okay, I hope you have liked this video. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, okay, and subscribe to my channel. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel and like this video. At the end, I would like to say that JavaScript has done it.